Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be filming a get ready with me video using some new makeup that I've been really wanting to try. I have seen so many rave reviews about the Wet n Wild foundation and it is crazy affordable. So if it really lives up to the hype, this might be a game changer for my routine. Overall, I'm pretty familiar with the brand and happy with their products, so I have a feeling I'm gonna really like this. I thought that I would get ready on camera, then go about my day and come back and update you on how the look held up. So today I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is the one that seems to be the fan favorite. So I picked it up in Soft Beige 365C. Hopefully it's a close enough color match. Then I also picked up this Mega Glow makeup stick. It's a concealer from Wet n Wild, so I want to see how this works as well. I thought this would be great for under eyes. That's usually where I like to highlight and conceal, so we're gonna test that. I picked up a new bronzer. I've used this a lot in the past. This is the shade Ticket to Brazil. I've used this one before. You've seen it in some of my videos if you've been watching for a while, so I already know I like it, but I'm curious to see how those three work together. I also picked up a Wet n Wild lip, and I'm gonna be testing the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior mascara today as well. I've been going much simpler with my makeup lately, just visually. I think I've probably added a few more steps and products to my routine just because since I've discovered color correcting and a few other things, I realized how much of a difference it makes in the longevity of my makeup and how it holds up throughout the day. So I have stepped up a little bit, but the look itself is much more simple. So I'm just gonna do that today. No liner, no shadows, just a soft, glowy face, some good mascara, and that's it. So if you want to see how I create this look and hang out with me while I get ready, keep watching. Okay, so I recently got this Apple Butter Moisturizing and Softening Lip Mask from Noonie. I've been wearing it every night before I go to bed, and I apply it while I'm doing my makeup, just to kind of hydrate my lips and get them ready for a lipstick. It's so thick. I love the way that it smells and I love the way that it feels. So we're just gonna let that soak in while we're getting ready. Next up is the Pure Cosmetics Hydrogel Lift, which I love to apply this under my eyes. It's just very cooling and it's a really easy product to use. You just kind of apply it under your eyes like that. And it just feels so, it's just such a refreshing feeling. Next, I'm gonna be using the Beauty 360 Oil-Free Moisturizer, which has been my go-to moisturizer for years, but I've been trying a lot of new ones lately and kind of fell off of this. So I found it in my makeup stash and decided to reintroduce it to my routine, and I'm so happy I did because, you know, you have favorites for a reason. It's so fun to try new products, but you know there's ones that you just always love. I love the way that this makes my face feel. It's kind of greasy, but I like that. Like my skin got everything that it needs. Okay, now we're gonna move into color correcting. So color correcting has been probably my favorite part of my routine lately. I don't do it every single day, but if I have a day where I'm gonna be out and about and seeing people and doing things, I will take a moment to do this. I swear it just makes all the difference in your makeup application. So I'm just gonna use the green to correct any red spots, and then I'm gonna use the peach to go underneath my eyes. We've been having the craziest weather in Connecticut lately. We had one day this week that was 75 degrees and it was such a tease. It was like the nicest, most amazing day, and really, I think what I and a lot of people really needed, just a reminder that warmer days are ahead and the sun will come out tomorrow, but it's definitely been chilly and a little depressing. But I started using a new self-tanner, which is amazing. I wanna make a whole video about it, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. I've been using it on my whole body and my face, but it just gives like the tiniest bit of glow that you need this time of year. My skin has been very pale, and maybe it sounds vain, but when I'm pale, it really affects my mood. I just don't feel, I don't know, I just don't feel good in my skin. It's an easy fix, so instead of spending like a ton of money on spray tans, and obviously you don't wanna go into the beds, I've been using this at night. Honestly, like, it'll last a few days. You don't even need to do it every night, and it makes such a difference. I'm not gonna do my forehead. I think just the cheeks are the really red parts. So now I'm gonna go in under my eye with the peach. This just gets your face ready for foundation. It just kind of creates an even canvas all around. so you don't have to worry about any discoloration. So I've been back on my minimalist kick, just cleaning out my wardrobe, my belongings, you know, stuff I had in storage. I realized that I don't like most of the clothes in my closet. I have so many clothes that I just don't wear. I'm trying to get rid of them and replace them as I see things that I like. So I actually picked the sweater up the other day. Guys, go take advantage of the winter sales now because everything is on super sale. I got this Cynthia Rowley sweater for $4.50 at TJ Maxx. If you're a TJ Maxx shopper, you know that normally when stuff is that cheap, it's probably damaged. But I inspected the bejesus out of this baby. It's just a really, really cozy turtleneck, loose fitting, and I think it'll get me through the next couple of months, and it's just a nice everyday basic, so I'm really happy about it. But yeah, go take advantage of the sales. Okay, back to makeup. So then I'm going to apply the foundation. I have not used this at all. I did swatch it on my hand in the store, and that's about it. What I don't really like about it is that it has this spatula. This just seems really, really messy to me. I'm going to apply it with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, but I think I'm just gonna take some of my spatula and put it on my face first. Okay, let's see. I'm really happy with the color match. I think I picked the right color for my face, for sure. I don't have the receipt on me, but I think this foundation was maybe for just under $5, which is very, very cheap for a foundation. I like watching Casey Holmes, and she really, really liked this one, so I usually love her reviews. It doesn't look very cakey. I'll give it that. It's blending pretty well. The color match was like spot on. Go down my neck a little. I've been trying just to like lightly self-tan at night and then lay off the darker foundations and the darker bronzers because it doesn't match. And as much as I like to be tan, I want to look natural. So I've been trying to be a little more, you know, comfortable with my lighter skin, which is easier said than done. That foundation blended really, really nice. Like really nice. I haven't even hit it with a beauty blender yet. So let's go in with the Conceal Stick. It's a little round ball. It's a creamy formula. It's definitely a little darker than what I normally use. I usually go for a really light, like ivory concealer. This one, what shade is this? Nude for Thought 808. I'm just gonna blend that in with my beauty blender. I do want it to give me just that little bit of highlight, but nothing too crazy. I have a couple of really stubborn acne scars, so I've been using the Unique Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. I'm gonna just go over those real quick with a dab of this. This stuff is really, really good. I'm starving, so if you hear my stomach start to grumble, that's why. I apologize. Yeah, this stuff covers so well. And I'm not really like, I don't even want to be a Unique advocate, but it gets the job done. Yeah, like goodbye. Perfect. Okay, so let me just hit the rest of my face with this blender. And then we're gonna go in with some powder. So I've been using the Kat Von D Lock-It translucent powder for a long time now, and it's almost empty. So I'm gonna have to replenish this at some point. I love this product, but I think I might wanna try the Laura Mercier. Everyone seems to rave about that. So that might be my next move. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this in the cap and just hit my whole face. I've been thinking about a few other videos that I want to film, and they're not really makeup focused. The emphasis isn't on makeup or beauty, more so like internal beauty and happiness and stuff like that. I really enjoy watching videos like that, and I've picked up a few very valuable tips and hints and helpful suggestions for just like living a better and happier life, and I kind of want to share them. I don't want to totally shock my channel with something that seems really left field, but to me that's kind of more important than all this. This is fun and this is helpful in its own way, but I kind of want to open up a little bit about the things that I'm struggling with and what I do to overcome them. So if that's something you might want to watch, give this video a thumbs up or let me know in the comments. I think I'm probably going to do it anyway. I don't know, you can only talk about makeup so much before, you know, you want to move on to something a little more important. And I really think that having this platform is a blessing in disguise. I mean, it's very small. There's not a lot of you here, but there's over 2,000 subscribers to this channel. And if you put all 2,000 of those people in a room, that's a really big room. I think that there's a lot on my mind and in my heart that a lot of you can probably relate to. So I don't know, I've always wanted my channel, my blog, my Insta to be bigger than all of this. I want to do good, I want to do more, I don't know, I just want to find a way to connect with people on a more intimate and genuine level. So if makeup is the catalyst to allow me to do that, I'm gonna keep doing it. It gets you here and I hope it keeps you here. All right, let's move on to bronzer. I haven't used this in almost a year, so I'm actually really excited to have a new one. This is just such a natural looking bronze. I'm just gonna hit it with my brush and apply a little around the perimeter of my head. I love these earrings. They're from the Shin Life. I'll link them below, but every time I wear them and I do my makeup, they get covered in bronzer, which isn't really a good look, but you can run them under the sink just using soap and water and they clean up really, really nicely and sparkle again. I love these earrings. I wear them honestly all the time. A little bronzer makes a big difference. I'm gonna take my little brush and just contour my nose, just a hint. I've been really into contouring my nose lately. I've mentioned before, I'm not a huge fan of my nose. It makes me a little uncomfortable. It's just a little big. A little contour really helps just to make it look like it fits my face better. It's so crazy the insecurities we have and how we get them. I was just talking to someone the other day. She told me, we were sitting at a table, I was at like my book club, and she told me that she loved my nose. She thought I had a really nice nose for my face, and I honestly wanted to cry because my nose is probably one of my biggest insecurities, and it never was until I was a freshman in college and some boy told me I had a huge nose. I had never in my life even thought about my nose, like ever. And ever since then, I've been so self-conscious about it. I don't like my profile. I don't like how it looks in pictures. I have to like be on my good side. And it's I'm trying to embrace my nose. I'm not against plastic surgery. I actually went for a consultation for a nose job a couple years ago and kind of chickened out. And I didn't really like the doctor that I met with. And I just never, went about setting up another one. I don't know, there's something about your natural features, just the face you're born with that is so special and unique. And I think when you start to play with it and change it, I don't know, it's just different. You'll never really look the same. You're not who you are. You're not really embracing you. And I'm not against it. And I honestly can't tell you that I'll never get surgery. Or I talk about my lips. I would love to get my lips done. But I go back and forth between, wanting to make a tweak and just loving myself for the way I am. But I don't know, it's hard. It's really, being a woman is hard in this world. I'm gonna just take a little bit of highlight from this contour and conceal palette and just go down my nose, just a smidge. And now I'm gonna go in and do my brows. If you saw one of my recent videos, I tested out the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. This stuff is really cool. It's supposed to last for 2 days. Mine washed off the first time I used it because at night I used an oil-based cleanser, but if you are just, gently washing your face with water at night, it will hold up. I've continued to use it without any expectations of it lasting for 2 days. I just use it because I like it, and it really holds up well throughout the day. I like the way it fills in my brows, and I've been trying to go for a fuller brow look lately. So I had a lot of trouble shaping my brows with the angled brush, so I've been using my favorite e.l.f. pencil to outline and shape them, and then using this to fill it in. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm sweating in this sweater. These lights are so hot. I'm just gonna brush my brow out. I've been trying to brush it out more, like instead of coming in like that, like brushing it out. And then I'm just gonna take this and outline. And I've been making it a little bigger on the end instead of bringing it to like such a point. I'm telling you, I've been all about this like very simple and natural makeup look and just enhancing the features of my face. And I think that's what we should all really do. Just like learn to just find a routine that works for you and makes you feel beautiful. This brow looks longer than this brow. I'm gonna drag that one down a little. Okay, I think that's pretty even. So now I'm gonna go in with the Tattoo Studio and just use my angled brush to get a little bit of product and just kind of in soft strokes fill it in. I would really, really recommend this product if you have just a long day ahead of you. If you're going to some kind of wedding or event, or you're gonna be traveling, or I don't know, it's gonna help keep your brows filled in and just flawless all day. And to me, that's like worth it. Even if it washes off at night, like this isn't very hard to do. Do you think that looks natural or a little too harsh? I think it looks a little dark, but that's why I like to take my concealer. I'm gonna use it with my finger because I don't want to ruin this. I'm actually gonna use this one. I know this seems kind of crazy, but there's nothing that like kind of gives me more than super dark angly brows. So I like the way that this looks. This unique concealer is working well. I usually use like a creamy Maybelline stick, or Maybelline or CoverGirl? The Maybelline Cover Stick, but I didn't bring it down. Okay, our brows are done. Our face is pretty much done. Now all we have left is mascara and a lip. So I'm gonna be using the Lash Warrior mascara from Flower Beauty, but I also brought down my Maybelline Total Temptation in case I want to layer. I've been really into layering my mascaras lately. It just gives them like a fuller look, and working with two different kind of brushes really makes a difference. So this brush is like those sharp plasticky bristles. I'm gonna try not to get this on my eyelid because I didn't bring down any Q-tips. This is a nice style brush if you want to lift and separate your lashes. It just helps you coat them all evenly. I like that, but I am gonna go over it with my Maybelline just because this brush is a little more, it's just a little softer and a little fuller, so it's gonna kind of, I don't want to say clump because that's a bad word to associate with lashes, but it's going to kind of marry some of them and fill in the blinks. And when I'm not wearing any mascara or shadow, I really, really want my lashes to look full. That's just one of my lash tips in general. If you're trying to make your lashes look fuller, double up on mascaras. Use two kinds with completely different brushes. And I always make a mess, so I usually have a Q-tip, but I don't today. Okay, I like that combo a lot. So let's do this side. I got a couple new products from Flower Beauty. I got a shadow palette, this mascara, a liquid liner, and... is that it? I feel like there was one more. I tried to use the palette the other day and just made such a mess. I filmed it. I don't think that video is gonna go up. I'm gonna try to redo it. It's actually a really pretty palette with really pretty colors, but they're very, very pigmented and pretty dark. So I wasn't really prepared to work with it. So I definitely made a bit of a mess on my face. Do I look good enough? Do those look even? I think they're good enough, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead before I make a crazy mess. So let's move on to the lip. I have been using this MAC Nice and Spicy liner, which I love. I got the kit with this and the matching matte liquid lip, but it's a little too like brownish looking for me. So I've been combining it with my favorite Bare Minerals, but I didn't want to be boring and do that again for this video because I use that color every single video. So I picked up this Wet n Wild lip in the shade Bare It All, which is pretty similar. It's like a nudish brownie mauve, and I was gonna combine the two today to see how I like it. So that lip mask has been sitting this whole time. I'm just gonna gently wipe it off so that the products hold. My lips feel nice and soft and super hydrated and ready for product. So we're gonna start with the liner and just overline our lips slightly if you have tiny lips like me. I'm really, really into lip color lately, and I never really was. We're gonna top it with this lipstick. Hopefully it's not too like, it actually matches pretty well. It's a little more orange, but it's pretty, it's pretty. All right, we are basically done. I'm just gonna spray with my Urban Decay. And that is it, you guys. This has been my go-to look lately. I just used some new products today to create it. Really simple face, like a neutral nude lip, no eye makeup, full brows, and a nice little mascara. I just feel very natural and effortless with this kind of makeup. I just feel like it's just soft and pretty and simple, and I really like it. I have to say I'm so impressed with these Wet n Wild products so far. My skin looks really, really good, but I'm very curious to see how it will hold up at the end of the day. So I'm gonna set an alarm on my phone so I remember to film an update before I wash my face tonight, and I'll give you guys the full scoop to let you know if it's worth splurging a $5 bill on. You know what, it might be worth trying anyway, based off of this impression right now. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave me a comment answering some of those questions I asked you throughout this video, just so I know what you want to see, and if you're interested in talking about some of the things I mentioned, potentially talking about. I think it's something I definitely want to introduce to my channel, so I don't know if you want to hear it or not, I might do it anyway. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and I will see you all next time. Hey guys, so it is quite a few hours later. It's not bedtime yet, but I'm home, I'm in for the night, and I want to wash my face soon, so I wanted to film this update. It's been about 8 or 9 hours since I put this foundation on. It wasn't like a full day, because I kind of got ready around noon today. It was the weekend, so I wasn't up getting ready super early, but I haven't done anything to my face. I haven't touched up, I haven't blotted, I haven't touched it, period. I did change my lip. The lip had started to fade off, so I did change that out with something totally different, but overall it wasn't that bad. So yeah, let's review this foundation really quickly. As you can see, it held up pretty well. I think my skin looks really, really good for about, 8 to 9 hours later. Let me get closer. I'm a little shiny in certain areas, but overall everything stayed pretty well covered. Nothing really started to wear off. There were no areas that were getting a little, questionable looking. I'm so impressed with this foundation. I cannot believe that it was less than $5 and my skin looks this good after a full day's wear. I can promise you that I'm gonna be using it again. I actually can't wait to put it on again tomorrow. So I'm gonna be up early, I'll put it on in the morning and then wear it the full day, so then we'll really see what maybe 14, 16 hour day wear is like. But this is pretty impressive. I have to give a lot of credit to Wet n Wild. Love the foundation. I really liked that concealer stick as well, just for, highlighting the areas. I think my skin looks better than it has in a really long time. This was so fun. I love reviewing foundations and coming back to do the update at the end of the day. They're my favorite kinds to watch, so I find the feedback really, really valuable. I really can't complain about this stuff. So you knew I applied it with a brush. I ended up going over after with a beauty blender. I did use a powder to set the foundation, bronzer, concealer, that whole deal. My eyes are killing me. I've been on the computer for the last 2 hours non-stop, and I really probably should have contacts, but I'm too scared to go get them. So that's why I just want to get ready for bed and go read my book and just call it a night, make a cup of tea. Oh, that sounds so good. So if you have been curious about the Wet n Wild foundation, I give it a thumbs up. I actually think I give it 2 thumbs up. My skin looks great. I have no complaints. I think it kind of lives up to my Clinique, which I've been using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting every single day. And I don't know, it's funny. I was at the store actually looking for a BB cream because I wanted to try something just quick and light and easy to wear for every day. Then I saw the Wet n Wild and I was like, oh, I really want to try this. Let me grab this instead. So that's how we ended up here. I mean, I guess I'm a little shiny here, but literally, I promise you I did not touch up at all. Nothing other than the lip. So if you come across it, give it a try. Let me know what you think. I'm happy with it. All right guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna, like I said, go make a cup of tea, get my book, wash my face off, and call it a night. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.